what is read? So read in Swahili becomes soma. Soma. Okay. Soma. Let us put it in a sentence. Okay, so the sentence in English will be, no need for this one. Today we read. Today we read in Swahili will become, today become leo. We read becomes one word, which tulisoma. So it becomes leo tulisoma. It has break down. So today becomes leo. Then we read becomes tulisoma. Okay, shule. Okay, let's put it in an example. So an example is I came from school. That is in English. So in Swahili it become, I becomes mimi. We have seen that in other videos. Came from becomes one word, I came from. Okay, let me change this. Let's use, so for easy understanding, let's just say I come from school. I come from school. Then here we say mimi nimetoka. Come from becomes nimetoka. Then school becomes shuleni. Okay, so mimi come from becomes nimetoka. Then school in Swahili becomes shuleni. So the whole sentence is mimi nimetoka shuleni. Mimi nimetoka shuleni. Let's look at another example. We can look at another word like class. So basically class is English. In Swahili class becomes darasa. That is in Swahili. Let's look at an example. So I am going to class. Okay, so this one let's put it in Swahili. It becomes, I becomes mimi, as we have seen before. I am going to becomes ninaenda. Just one word. Okay, see how we have been simplified these words in Swahili. I am going to becomes ninaenda. Class becomes dara. And let me emphasize on this. So when you are going to a place, when you won't say mimi ninaenda darasa, you will add ni. Ni indicates that it is a place you are going to. Okay, like we have done here. Here in this example, we said we wouldn't have said mimi nimetoka shule, but we will add a ni. We basically add ni to indicate that. We basically add ni to indicate that you are going somewhere, a place. Okay. basically add ni to indicate we're going, it is a place, we're going somewhere inside. Okay, that's the purpose of ni. Okay, so don't get confused, and always remember to add ni at the end. Ni. Let's break down. I becomes mimi. Okay, let's look at I'm going to becomes just one word. Going to becomes one word. Ni na enda. And if you have seen my other videos, ni basically indicates the ni at the front indicates the ni at the front indicates singular. So it indicates one person. Okay, so we say ni naenda. Okay, naenda is going to becomes naenda. Okay, so let's look at the last word, which was class. Class, we changed it to darasa, but remember we add ni to indicate we're going somewhere inside. Okay, inside the class. So let us look at the last word, which is write. Write in Swahili becomes andika. So let's change this to Swahili. Write becomes andika. Then you interchange the position of the words in Swahili for these two. Okay, so name will come first, andika. Name in Swahili is jina, and then yua in Swahili becomes lako. Andika jina lako. Okay, let me break down. Right, we change it to small hyphen. Andika. Okay, then name, we changed it to jina, and then yua, we change it to lako. So the whole of it becomes andika jina lako. Andika jina lako. And that's it for today, guys. You've learned, you've talked about school, everything, some things related to school, and you can practice. Feel free to ask questions in the comments, and if you have any confusions, you can watch my previous videos. Please remember to like and subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.